If you check retail, Bluetooth speakers prices are extravagantly obscene. Naturally, we turn to AliExpress. But even here, not everything is the same. We have ordered 5 different speakers. Finally, they all are here, so let's take a closer look. We will try out speakers from the obvious brands like Xiaomi and Bluedio, as well as less known like Maiha and generic no-name speakers. Maiha D007 has a long body and 4 channels. It is very loud, and the sound doesn't pop at maximum volume. The M button switches between radio, Bluetooth and auxiliary mode. The bass opens up at 15 Hz at full volume, which is the most sensitive of the 5, but it doesn't sound very crisp. It is legit loud, and I had to decrease the volume during the test because my ears started to hurt. Bluetooth 2.1 isn't ideal, and occasionally it may take some time for the sound to buffer. I also found the sound rather flat and much less dynamic in comparison to similarly priced Xiaomi and Bluedio speakers. But it's not a bad speaker if loudness is your main priority and if you aren't too picky with the sound depth. The difference in the sound quality between the more and less expensive speakers is instantly noticeable. This X6U speaker has a flat sound. As expected, not a lot of bass, though it does sound quite clear at the maximum volume. The speaker was sold under the name and with the logo U-Bit, but its generic name is actually X6U. The seller was such a tease, they added an aux cable even though there is no input for one. But there is a microphone, so the speaker can be used for calls. I thought that the Xiaomi speaker was the pinnacle of technology that $20 could buy until I tried the Bluedio BS2. This thing packs the most natural sound and beautifully sounding bass. Although it only becomes noticeable at around 30 to 35 Hz, it is strong and dimensional. BS2 is an open back speaker, which means a deeper and a more in the world around me type of sound. This speaker also has a 3D mode, but it's unclear what it does. We thought it was either mono versus stereo or 3D versus surround sound, but we didn't really notice any major difference.
Power on. Harry. Not connected.
Xiaomi speaker sounded clean and not overwhelming. Very clear bass, warmer mids, and treble that didn't pop at high volume. The bass starts becoming clear at only 30 to 35 Hz, but at 45-50 it is very apparent and just as loud as 70 on the D007. It begins to shake uncontrollably at 70, and at 95 to 100 it starts to sound something like from your aunt's bedroom on Valentine's Day. But the main downside of this speaker is the absence of buttons, except for the power one, so everything must be done from the device it's connected to. The alloy case is smooth all over and very pleasant to the touch. We also like the front grille design, which was a nice touch, but note that it's present only on the black model. This speaker is a brick now. When we got it, it worked only when plugged in, and now it only shows the light but no sound. The quality was nothing too surprising or impressive, and it was within the expectations for the budget. I would go with the X6U, the first speaker that we've looked at instead. So, out of the 5 speakers we have purchased, only 3 we considered worth buying. The blue X3U no longer works, and even though D007 is loud, the sound is flat and lacks dynamic range. The U-Bit or X6U is surprisingly good for the price, and it proved itself as a good budget speaker. Xiaomi is the best portable speaker of the 5, with crystal clear sound, amazing bass and solid build. Bluedio is a bit bigger, but surprisingly they weigh about the same with the Xiaomi, and they have a similar battery life at around 8 hours. The Bluedio's open back design give it a more natural and organic sound. It is optimal speaker for primarily indoor use. Did you have any experience with the speakers that we've looked at here? How was it? And let us know what you would like to see us review next.